Let's graph solutions of equations that will form some curves. Step 1. Find each solution by substituting each x value into the equation to find the y value. Here is our table of solutions, and we see that we have a couple of solutions already completely done for us. We're going to complete this table in step 1. Let's start with x equals -4. If x equals -4, then here is the expression that we need to evaluate to see what y equals. Let's begin. We do the operation inside of the parentheses before we square and then finally subtract. -4 plus 2 equals -2. -2 squared equals +4, and +4 minus 6 equals -2. So if x equals -4, then y equals -2, and the ordered pair -4, -2 is a solution to this equation. The next x variable for us to substitute is -2. Y equals the quantity -2 plus 2 squared minus 6. We do the operation inside of the parentheses first, -2 plus 2, which equals 0. 0 squared is 0, and 0 minus 6 equals -6. So the next ordered pair solution is x equals -2 and y equals -6. The last ordered pair solution we want to find is when x equals -1. If x equals -1, then y equals the quantity -1 plus 2 squared minus 6. -1 plus 2 equals a +1. 1 squared equals 1. 1 minus 6 equals -5. So the last ordered pair that we will find is -1, -5 is a solution to our equation. How did we find each solution? We found each solution by replacing the x value from the table into the equation and then evaluating those expressions to find the matching y value. This ordered pair represents a solution to the equation. Step 2. Plot the ordered pairs. The first ordered pair that we need to plot is at -4, -2. So we begin in the -4 direction and then go down -2, and this would be the first location. The solution graph will go through this point at -4, -2. The next point is -3, -5, which is already included in our table and has already been graphed. The next point is -2, -6. Going -2 in the x direction and -6 in the y direction, here is the next point that is part of our solution graph. Now we graph -1, -5. The solution point for -1, -5 is located right here. And last, we have the point that's already been included, 0, -2, and we start to see that our solution graph is going to follow this U-like curve. Step 3. Draw the graph. Following this pattern, from one point, start to draw the curve that connects all these dots and then extend it out a little bit beyond the last couple dots. Here is the graph of all solutions for the equation y equals the quantity x plus 2 squared minus 6. How did we draw the graph? We drew the graph by following the pattern of the solutions of the equation that we found from our table, and then we extended out beyond the last points a little bit, continuing that pattern. You are now ready to graph the solutions for the equation in problem number 2.